Well, welcome Nhojj Song to the show.
Thank you.
Oh my goodness. Thank you so much for coming all the way from New York City to invite us to perform it.
Absolutely, I had to.
Aw.
Ever since the Music Awards, I've been like, oh, how can I figure this out so I can work with Tona? Because you guys were amazing then. And then I looked at you guys online, doing Amazing Grace, and it was just so beautiful. I was like, okay, I have to make this happen.
Oh, well, you did, and you did it in such a phenomenal way. I had so much fun. I love doing this sort of work, and I love collaborating with people that I feel good collaborating with, spiritually and musically. And so all of those in one was amazing. You know, I mean, it's just really, really phenomenal. So I just want to thank you very much. The Aida String Ensemble really, really enjoyed it. Why don't you tell us a little bit about yourself, though? Like, how did you become the incredible Nhojj Song?
Oh, I just started, you know, doing what I love. You know, I love to sing, and I kind of jumped in, I don't know, over 10 years ago. I just, you know, I love to sing. Life is short, just start singing, you know.
So you just decided out of the blue, like, you know what, I like to sing, I want to make this my profession.
Yeah.
Are you serious? Yeah. Just like, oh my God, that's amazing.
Yeah, I was an X-ray tech for a long time.
You were an X-ray tech?
Yeah.
Wow, how many people know about that?
Not very many. I've had so many.
That's so awesome. You know, I tell people all the time, as artists, we have so many different jobs, you know, before we are able to pursue like our art and our love and our, you know, music as a passion and a dream. So you were an X-ray tech for how long?
For about 10 years. Yeah, I was an X-ray tech, and I was going to NYU part-time, and it was like this crazy schedule. And then after I graduated from NYU, I was like, you know what?
Yeah, because it was in economics, wasn't it?
Yeah, I studied economics.
Oh my goodness! Like, you're just, wow, amazing. So you studied economics, so what was it that inspired you to go into music?
So I'd be in the library studying, and, well, supposedly studying, and I was thinking about music, and I was like, okay, that's a sign.
Right,
you know,
exactly.
You know, and so and when I graduated, and then I was doing some therapy during that time while I was because they had free therapy sessions. So I was doing therapy then, you know, getting to know myself and getting in tune with who I am and really beginning to honor who I am.
Wow, so were you out in college at all?
In that therapy session, a lot of that was, you know, just coming to terms with sexuality. And while I was coming to terms with my sexuality, I also came to terms with
your music.
Yeah.
You know, I think they're hand in hand.
Exactly.
They really are. And I tell people, my personal experience was finding my love of myself through my voice. Because that was the one thing that I felt that I could not deny, you know, because you're in that level of denial where it's like, I don't know, and this, but you can't deny you're a mezzo-soprano. It just is what it is. You know, there's nothing I could do, and so that was one of the signs for me. So I'm glad to hear it was that way. So do you feel very happy about going through this therapeutic phase, or really? Yeah. So it was really helpful.
Yeah. Tremendously helpful.
So you are from, I read, was Trinidad and Ghana?
Guyana. Yeah.
So tell us about being raised there. What was that like?
So my dad's a minister, actually.
Okay.
And so I grew up in a very conservative household, but being in Guyana and being in Trinidad, very free, very liberating. You know, just the atmosphere. Not so much about sexuality or any of those things. I was still working that out at that time. But you know, being in a place that's warm, temperature-wise, people are warm. Yeah. Everything's kind of laid back, and you know, it was really a nice place to grow up in.
Right. Yeah. So you were there. You know, you grew up. So at what point did you come to the United States?
I came here when I was 18.
Oh wow!
Yeah.
Okay. So you're 18. You come to the United States. You're doing all kinds of jobs. You're an X-ray tech. You know, you study economics, and then you decide I want to be a musician. And you go for so what was your first big break with music?
Well, I got some recording equipment and I just started writing and, little notes, little melody lines, little lyrics, and just kind of expressing myself, just letting what's inside come out.
Okay.
And I did that. I did gigs around New York City for a while. And things just kind of began to grow a little bit at a time, little by little, I got more gigs.
So did you first start with a band, or were you solo? Were you with a keyboard? Like, what was that?
I was with a guitarist. Actually, the guitarist that I work with now, we started from back then.
And who is he?
Marcelo Cardoso. He's the guy who's playing on that.
Oh my goodness!
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
it was
he's
beautiful.
amazing.
Oh my
Yeah.
goodness! It's oh my god, he's incredible.
Yeah.
And the music that we played today, we did the recording for. Is going to be on an upcoming project.
Right.
What project? What's the name of it?
I'm not sure of a name
Not sure
yet. We're still like, because it's essentially covers. We got songs from the 1920s. We tried to get a song from each decade, from the 1920s to
That's
this
an
current.
amazing idea.
Decade.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Well,
so
I mean, I have to tell you, I guess I can't ruin it for everyone else and say exactly what they were before your project is finished and all that, but we just had a blast.
Yeah, you guys are amazing. I
we
loved
just
it.
jammed and had such a good time.
Yeah.
Big ups to Robin Famasi for playing
Absolutely,
viola.
absolutely.
You rock. Jason Mickey Labrador for
Yeah.
playing the violin beautifully. And for our cameraman, Kevin Phillip Jones, played cello. It was just awesome.
Arrangements.
and did the arrangements,
Yeah.
for heaven's sake.
Yeah.
So it was just amazing. So I mean, it was just such an incredible time. Oh, and we can't forget my makeup artist.
Yeah, she was so cool.
She was so amazing. Did you like her?
Yeah, I loved her.
Yeah, her energy is so great. Sissy Linda Whitmore. We just had such a great time with her and everyone. That's the reason why I want to work with you. It's great to work with people who are about giving and who really want to experience the music. And it's not just about what the label wants and just, all of that extra that takes away from our creative process.
Exactly.
So what made you want to hire the Aida String Ensemble?
So I heard you guys first at the Out Music Awards.
Okay.
And that was so, I was one of the first ones on my feet when you guys were done because it was so beautiful. And so I love classical music, but I especially love classical music played by African American people
Me
from
too.
people of African descent. So I absolutely fell in love with you from that.
Oh, we had such a great time that night. We really did. We didn't know how people were going to respond to a classical group coming to something that was that diverse, the programming.
Right.
And so we were a little nervous about that, but we just knew we had something to present. We played Vivaldi and got a crazy standing ovation, and people have been so wonderful ever since. So, and if it wasn't for that, I wouldn't have met the
Exactly.
So I mean, it's so funny how the world works. So you came from Guyana, Trinidad, and you're discovering yourself in school, you're going into music, and I remember being on the board of Out Music. I always heard your name. Always heard your name. His music is amazing. You gotta hear Nhojj Song. You gotta hear Nhojj Song. It's revolutionary. It's this. The executive director, Deidre Meredith, would always say, you gotta hear Nhojj Song. You gotta hear Nhojj Song. So it's amazing that we end up getting together and working together. So that year, did you get an award that year?
I did, yeah.
What was that for?
For R&B Soul Song.
That's right. R&B Soul Song of the Year. You won.
I won. Yeah.
Oh my goodness!
Yeah.
Isn't that awesome? So how does that feel to get that recognition from your peers?
It feels really great, and I have to say about DJ, I'm really proud of her because I remember I had been in Out Music prior to before she took it over, and And the people who were running it, you know, it's always been a volunteer.
Of course.
And the guy who was running it, he couldn't do it anymore. It's like, you know, I'm burnt out, I can't do it. Someone take over. And it was kind of in limbo for a while, and then, you know, she kind of stepped up to the plate.
Yeah. I mean, that night was electrifying.
Yeah.
Big ups to Deirdre and the Out Music Foundation.
Yeah.
You know, it's a great foundation. And that's why I was on the board for that year. I was like, oh, then I got so busy. But it is a great foundation, to say the least. So now, tell us a little bit about who you're collaborating with this new recording project.
Yeah, I call it my dream team.
Oh, wow, I like that. The dream team.
Yeah. So this was Chris on drums.
Okay.
And he was John Legend's musical director.
Unbelievable.
Yeah.
Oh, wow, that's hot.
And he's so cool. He's so down to earth. He's like the coolest guy.
Awesome.
We have Lonnie Plaxico on bass.
Okay.
And he was Cassandra Wilson's musical director.
Unbelievable.
Yeah, it's like I saw him perform with Cassandra Wilson in Chicago, and I was like, wouldn't it be great if I could have him on this project? And then, you know, we changed the schedule. Originally, we were going to record in January.
Okay.
I think you remember that. And then we changed it to this month. So the original bass player that I had, she couldn't make, you know, she couldn't do it in May.
Okay.
So she recommended a few bass players, and Lonnie was one of them she recommended. I was like,
right, like I want that one. I want that one. Oh my goodness, that has to be amazing.
It is.
Wow.
And then John Adams, he's co-producing with me, and he's just been. And he has this tremendous, you know, he's played with Harry Belafonte. And,
oh my!
He has this incredible resume as well. And but everyone's, I like to say everyone's really super talented, super accomplished. But apart from that, just the spirit, everyone comes with a great spirit.
Right.
Like you guys, like this evening, all my sessions have been like that.
Really?
Yeah,
well, I'm
like
looking forward to hearing the whole thing. Like, I can't wait to get the album now.
Yeah.
That's incredible.
Yeah, really.
So, I mean, you guys, you said you're almost coming to close. So, you've already worked with these people you mentioned, or they're coming up?
Yeah, we've already
Okay.
worked with them.
Isn't that something?
Yeah.
Save the best for last with the
Yeah,
strings.
exactly.
No, I'm totally joking. I'm totally joking. I don't want someone to say, no, she didn't. No. But, I mean, we had a ball tonight. We really did. And like I said, I just really want to thank you for allowing us the opportunity to play with you and to, you know, just to enjoy making music together. You know, the musicians loved it. You know, it was so much fun. It was a lot of fun. So what does the future have for Nhojj Song?
The future, just to continue doing music, you know, I realize that's what I enjoy doing. You know, the best moments are when I'm singing, like when the mic is there, the music is going, and I'm singing, or listening to because when I was listening to you guys play this evening, it was like, you know, this is why I do it, to hear this beautiful, you know, experience this beautiful music, you know, it's like, you know, we're independent artists, we go through a lot of stuff,
my goodness. Woo!
Yeah.
Lord knows we do. Oh my goodness.
But those moments, you know, when it, you know, beyond that stuff, when, you know, when you're actually recording or playing or connecting, it's like, yeah, this is what.
And you know, what I love, and one of the reasons why I started conversations with Tona Brown for my YouTubers, is so that people can have an inside view of what it's like to be an artist, and know that if that's something that you're passionate about, you can do it.
Absolutely.
You know, with all the ups and downs and, you know, the long hours, like it's like almost 11, you know, something now. You know, we're still up and we're still talking about music, and we're excited about what we're putting out into the universe. And how many other jobs are that way? 9, 5, And that's it. You know, they don't even want to talk about their work. And we can't stop talking about it. You know, we're like, we're collaborating with this person, we're doing this. And no, I was just about to say, and people who follow me on Twitter and Facebook, you know, they're constantly seeing, I'm so excited to work with this person. So, you know, how can people find you?
So you could. Oh wait, I need to say one more. Nhojj Gums. He's playing piano. He's another.
Oh wow! Okay.
And incredible guy. Incredible
so he's playing piano. Is he jazz pianist or is he
jazz? Pianist,
wonderful.
Yeah. I think he's been nominated for NAACP or something like that.
Oh wow!
Yeah.
That is what a roster of phenomenal artists. Oh my goodness, I want this album. Like I'm like fiending. So I'm like, I want to hear all these different people, what it sounds like to put all that together. You know, I mean, because the tracks that we did with you tonight are just gorgeous. You know, we just were beaming the whole time, which people will be able to see because we filmed behind the scenes video, and we also did a video project. Tell us a little bit about that. Is someone following you, or what is this about?
So the project, we got songs from each decade, from the 1920s to the current decade.
Okay.
And so they're all, you know, some are jazz standards, some are R&B songs, some are pop songs. And what I've done is change the gender. The songs that do have gender, I've changed it so it reflects my truth and my reality.
Oh!
Yeah.
That is so cool! So you did that for all the songs, not just the two we did.
Yeah.
Now that is incredible. Yeah. Oh my goodness. So how did you come up with that idea?
It was... You know, it's just one of those things that, you know, it popped in, you know, someone to watch over me, like years and years ago, saying, oh, it would be great to sing that song, just sing it with the right gender. Just kind of, the idea just kind of pops in. And it took me a long time to actually do it because I was scared.
Of course. Especially these huge standards, everyone knows it one way.
Exactly.
Right.
But then... there's a festival in New York, it's called the Freshwood Festival, and it's very, like, you know, they open the door and just let you do, you know, and one of the program that I was a part of was called A Tribute to LGBT Jazz Grades. And that's when I got a chance to do it, because Andy Bay had recorded it, and Andy Bay was gay, so I said, oh great, I have, you know, it's my opportunity to perform it. And it felt so right, and the audience responded so well.
Oh, well, they're gonna love this because I've only heard 2 of the tracks, and these were just amazing. The vocal arrangement was gorgeous. The music, and even what Kevin did with the arrangements for strings is so powerful. And I think we need this in the LGBT community. We need things that reaffirm our relationships and, you know, the love that we have for each other. It's very, very important. And was that part of the reason why you wanted to do this as well? I can imagine.
Because, we just need, you know, because it's so weird. We grew up in a society that's, you know, heteronormative. And so we're always translating, like, we see the boy and the girl in the film, but we have to translate. We hear the boy and girl in the song, we have to translate.
That's right.
So, you know, I was just hoping to just add another level of affirmation.
Well, you're doing more than hoping. You are changing perspective and perception. And I think that that's what we need. Yeah. We really do. I mean, you know, everyone knows someone who's gay.
Exactly.
Everyone knows someone who's LGBT. Exactly. You know, we're finally starting to see 1 or 2 characters on a television show, and we're all up in arms like, oh, this is the most wonderful thing. But that's not really reality. Reality is people are people. Your neighbor could be gay, or you could have a mailman that is transgender.
Exactly.
Like I mean, it's just the way life rolls. You know, it just is what it is. And so that's why I'm so proud to be a part of a project like this under your label.
Yeah.
Now that is, you know what? Let me tell you, I'm, you know, always preaching to people, you know, do what you can as an independent. Exactly. So it's so great to see that this is your label. And how did that come to pass?
So So it was, I was sitting around with a friend. She's also a cello player, April. I have to give out a big shout out to April.
All right, cello. All right.
And we were talking, and I think she was the one who said, why don't you just, you're always talking about music. Why don't you just start your own label? I mean, it's not that, it's a fairly simple process to get it off the ground. And it's like, okay, and she came up with the name Black Angel Records.
She came up with the name.
Yeah.
Oh, what a friend. That's a real friend.
Yeah.
So she saw the vision and
She saw it,
that's amazing. Wow.
Yeah.
So what has it been like to be a business owner?
Well, it's a lot of work.
It is.
You're always trying to figure out like how to make this work, how how best to make this work. What can we do? Because resources are limited,
Of course.
But I'm really happy I did it.
Yeah. Well, you just seem so laid back, and for me, I love being my own boss.
Exactly.
And I feel that people who are forward thinkers and creative thinkers, you really should be your own boss because we do things in a different way. Doesn't necessarily mean that it's better, although a lot of times it is, in my opinion.
Yeah.
But we just are different. We think differently. We approach obstacles and different things just differently. And so I don't feel that some of us, especially if you're a leader, should really work for anyone else. If you can help it, of course. If you can help it. So bravo to you for this label. I'm your biggest fan. So I just really want to see it. And I think other people are going to want to hear your music. So where can they go to hear your music?
So you can go to my website. That's www.nhojj.com. That's NHOJJ.com.
That's right. Don't be trying to be ghetto, as you know how some people gonna be. NHOJJ.
Yeah.
Don't be trying to turn it. So they can go to www.nhojj.com and they can hear your music. Can they purchase your music there?
You can purchase my music there, or you can purchase on any of the download, iTunes, Amazon, Spotify.
Wonderful.